personal. The people are singing Rollins' song. This is Rollins' battle cry as he heads to war with CM Punk.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Ladies and gentlemen, over 20 years ago, Seth Rollins got in a car and drove from Iowa to the East Coast to try out for CM Punk's training school. He redefined himself in his craft. Rollins and Punk would reunite briefly in NXT, and then the Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would leave WWE for personal and professional reasons. Talk negatively about WWE, while Rollins carried WWE on his back for a decade. CM Punk would return to WWE 14 months ago to huge fanfare, the support of the fans and many in the back, and that didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Seth freaking Rollins versus a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. And this capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, Seth.
Survivor Series 2023. The utter dismay on the face of Rollins when CM Punk returned, when hell froze over. These emotions have been building up inside Seth Rollins for the last 14 months.
Seth Rollins says he's fighting for this company, says he couldn't believe that CM Punk verbally tried to tear this place down over the 10 years that he was gone, only to be embraced the way he was when he returned.
Tonight, Rollins intends on extracting this demon from his soul and WWE altogether. What a counter by Rollins. Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world. And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this.
From way up, good Lord, taking flight. You gotta be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense, but I can't say it didn't pay off. CM Punk has been very public about the many injuries that Rollins has suffered over the years. He'll no doubt be looking to target those areas tonight. Rollins' neck, his look from the top. He's able to reverse it. Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. Cuts the attack off.
And boom!
Oh, that hurt. What a counter. Crash landing. Hooked up and DDT. Seth Rollins' chances are whittling down.
And CM Punk is keeping the pressure on, completely taking it to Rollins here.
Drop kick from behind. Ouch. And slides back into the ring. Oh, that didn't go as Seth designed. Oh, God.
And Seth, so often the aggressor, so often the more experienced man in the ring, simply cannot match CM Punk at this juncture.
This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins finally get to take out all their frustration tonight. WWE Universe, look out!
Things are getting very chaotic. Rollins with a reversal.
Hooked up, DDT! Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that,
Finds the roll-up. And the count stopped short of 2. Not quite enough to put him away. Swift clothesline out of nowhere. Oh, he had that scouted.
Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse. One counter met by another.
that patented high-impact offense from the visionary. Punk's completely rattled now.
A weakening arm breaker.
The heel is hot, and now it is being bent in directions it was never designed to go.
Stretching and tearing at all the ligaments in the leg.
Sharp elbow to the gut turns that one around. We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining a foothold.
Ooh, hard into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat.
Knee back of neck.
Saw it coming. It counters it.
Countering each other again and again.
Time to go for a ride. Bang! What a move.
Gets answered with a stiff knee.
Classic Rollins with a springboard knee strike.
Change of plans, a hit to the stomach.
Hooked up, DDT.
CM Punk, a familiar look on his face. Seth Rollins, no idea what's in store for him.
And Punk gets countered there.
Chop block turns the tide on their offense.
And just tossing Seth out of the ring like that.
Once again, Punk taking things outside. Over the barricade and into the WWE Universe.
Got to get back to the ring to decide this one, though.
Sheesh, a painful-looking shot.
And the fans are definitely getting their money's worth now. Getting to be a small part of the action here.
Hammered down with a reverse DDT.
Smartly dipping out of harm's way. Devastating neck breaker.
The fans in the front rows are getting their money's worth tonight.
The action's going back to the right. A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these two men. Two absolute legends in their own right, but where Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years, Punk went to MMA. He went to other companies and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, that really didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins is going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out or disqualification.
If you're Seth Rollins, you've got to try to keep the emotions in check. Focus on the task at hand, and that's taking out CM Punk.
Yeah, but Punk's not afraid to play mind games. If Punk sees an opening to set Rollins off, to take Rollins' eye off the ball, he's gonna take it. Rollins simply cannot, under any circumstances, take the bait in this match. And then Schoolboy catching their opponent by surprise. Quick thinking and quick rollout there. Wants to regroup and recover.
And enters back into the ring. Oh, he timed that counter well. Oh, what a slap.
A chain of reversals here. Every motion getting cut off.
Caught in a bad spot. Check your face after that one. And stomping away in the corner. Then a knee right to the throat.
Look, the most intelligent competitor in a battle knows that there are many roads to victory, including the low road.
Oh, CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania if they don't destroy each other first.
Corey, I know my notes handy. Who did Punk last face on Raw?
It says here he now works with office supplies.
Sent flying hard into the corner.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently when the Scottish Warrior stole the bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife and their dog. Rollins can find something similar to set Punk off. It could give him the mental advantage tonight.
The WWE Universe getting an impromptu meet and greet. How's that for great ticket value?
A DDT drives that head into the ground.
The count continues.
Time to get back in there.
And the clock is ticking as he makes his way back out of the crowd.
Got a little caught up in the action in it.
Wrestling down, and the ropes will force the hold to be released.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
Taking heavy fire in the corner in the form of a series of clotheslines. And driven down. suplex.
Has to find a way out of this. Power slam. Fends it off. Good counter. Hammering.
That patented high-impact offense from the visionary. Punk's completely rattled now.
Sent out of the ring the hard way.
Rollins is feeding off the WWE Universe.
Going outside. What's he got planned here?
Ripcord knee.
Introducing a boot to the face. And Rollins looking to keep things going back in the ring.
Seth Rollins just...
Oh, perhaps he should have been paying more attention.
Exploder suplex. Boom.
Oh, look at this. Out to the apron.
Oh, my goodness.
Are you kidding me? Nasty.
The hardest part of the ring. Holy, meet the barricade. What's he have here? Big clothesline. Delivered into the barricade. Oh, now sent out into the WWE Universe.
He gets back into the ring. Back to the ringside area he goes as the referee continues to count.
Time to go for a ride. Exploder suplex.
And the onslaught to his core is continuing.
If he keeps taking targeted strikes like this, he's going to be doubled over before long.
Ooh, vicious kick to the spine. Seth Rollins just getting dismantled.
Yeah, now Punk's got Rollins in as vulnerable position as we've ever seen him. Oh, man.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Gone to sleep.
Seth's eyes look glazed over. Things are getting risky. This will not end well.
On the apron.
The hardest part of the ring.
Oh, a rough landing right into the barricade.
And he scores a reversal on Rollins. Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
And CM Punk is keeping the pressure on, completely taking it to Rollins here. Seth dodges that attack.
We can see a count out here.
Tossed back into the ring.
Makes it back into the ring to avoid a count out.
Face first.
Driven down.
And right into the cover.
Might end this.
He may be down, but somehow he's definitely not out at this point.
Wrestling down.
It's cinched in. We're going to free the arm and does just that. Implanted by the DDT.
And Punk just thrown out of the way.
The visionary allowing us all to appreciate his very presence.
Taking this to the floor.
Elbow to the face.
Able to parry that one.
Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Into the barricade. And he's going to the top.
From the top. You gotta be kidding me. The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward.
But wait, look at this determination to get out of this, to create separation. Into the unforgiving barricade.
Totally helpless at the moment.
Oh, watch this, fellas. Driven into the barricade, spine first.
Tossed into the crowd, really going to have to watch out for the referee's count.
Punk now locks in that double underhook. Hoisted up, butterfly backbreaker. You've always got to be on your toes in WWE, even if you're in the crowd.
He gets into the ring.
The visionary, the revolutionary, the architect, Seth Rollins, the second city saint, the voice of the voiceless, the ever-controversial CM Punk. A match years in the making.
Rollins did it. Seth Rollins just beat CM Punk. Survivor Series 2023. The utter dismay on the face of Rollins when CM Punk returned, when hell froze over. These emotions have been building up inside Seth Rollins for the last 14 months.
Seth Rollins says he's fighting for this company, says he couldn't believe that CM Punk verbally tried to tear this place down over the 10 years that he was gone, only to be embraced the way he was when he returned.
Tonight, Rollins intends on extracting this demon from his soul and WWE altogether.
You want to talk about dream matches? Even before the animosity started to boil between these two, CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins represented the best of their respective eras.
These men had some interactions, even some battles during Punk's previous run in WWE, but back then, Seth Rollins was only starting to gain notoriety as a member of the Shield.
Consider this, guys. When Punk left WWE, Seth Rollins had yet to capture a singles championship on the main roster. Now he's a Grand Slam champion in WWE, a four-time WWE champion, a Royal Rumble winner, and a Money in the Bank winner who cashed in the briefcase in the main event of WrestleMania.
Wow. When you lay out Seth's resume like that, he might have an even more decorated career than the man who calls himself the best in the world.
From the outside.
Knees up. Got the knees up just in time.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently when the Scottish Warrior stole the bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife and their dog. If Rollins can find something similar to set Punk off, it could give him the mental advantage tonight. CM Punk has been very public about the many injuries that Rollins has suffered over the years. He'll no doubt be looking to target those areas tonight.
Rollins' neck, his lower back, that surgically repaired knee. Look, you can even see the brace. There's no doubt that Rollins is something of a moving target tonight, at least in Punk's eyes. But Rollins can target Punk too. Don't forget about that triceps injury from last year, because Rollins definitely has it. Sent straight into the barricade.
Driven into the barricade.
Using that barricade with great effect.
Lifted and completely helpless here.
Uh-oh, this is going to be ugly, guys. Look out! Driven into the barricade, spine first.
This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins finally,
From way up.
finds a straight shot to the gut to get out of trouble.
Calculating the next move here. Gets slammed down. Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania if they don't destroy each other first.
It's cinched in. This could be over.
This might just do it.
They're going to free the arm and does just that.
Bang! He finds a counter.
Thumped with a big blow.
Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this going for it.
All the way down to the floor.
This is why we call it high risk. A mistake will cost you big time.
Oh my goodness.
And Seth has to love this. Has to love seeing the pain starting to set in on the face of CM Punk.
Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Crashing into the barricade with such force. He needs to get in the ring before the count runs out. Rollins looking to bait his opponent into it.
Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins. comes Seth freaking Rollins.
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins.
You guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California, the Bay Area? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank in the heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance at WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
The OTC has arrived in Sin City.
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
For a record 10th time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger, the epitome of ice-cold, effortless cool.
Roman Reigns with a record of 9-3 at WrestleMania. Guys, there are only a handful of men in history with more wins than Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. 3 of those men are The Undertaker, John Cena, and the Game Triple H.
Pressure? What pressure? It's only the main event of WrestleMania. But this is a road Roman Reigns has taken many times before.
This man has a locker at the main event of WrestleMania. This is where Roman Reigns lives.
A lot of questions this week about who would carry the Ula Fala to the ring. Paul Heyman would normally do that. Tonight, Roman Reigns come to the ring with the Ula Fala on his neck himself. And for the first time in many, many years, Roman Reigns heads into battle alone.
The Ulathala symbolizes the head of the family. And when you talk about Roman Reigns' family, you're talking about one of the most successful and powerful families in the history of wrestling. Tens of thousands of ones to the sky here in Las Vegas.
The Anoa'i family dominance continuing here at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns in a triple threat match for pride and glory. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in.
It's a clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original Tribal Chief, the Visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match.
Punk has waited a long time for this, to main event the show of shows. And to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the two men who have been standing in his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think they run WWE.
Hit hard and straight into the pin. I don't know if this is a good idea. This is going to take more strength than he has left.
A lift up. CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the Wise Man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
I'm sure a betting man would tell you the odds are against CM Punk here, against two younger competitors. On the top.
Double axe handle. Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact. Taking this fight back into the ring.
And a well-placed calf kick there.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. And CM Punk's corner tonight. The shoulders are down. Stop the pin, preventing this match from ending.
Bam! God, that disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on flesh.
The focus squarely on Rollins there, as the triple threat rules will continue to be a factor. Hooked up and backdrop suplex. Fishing for something beneath the ring.
Seth Rollins has found his favorite equalizer, a steel chair.
Not a good spot to be in.
Right across the larynx.
CM Punk.
And he goes for the pin. No, he kicks out.
I'm not surprised by that result. Could still be a ways to go here.
Ooh, snaps the leg across the head.
Quickly rolling out of the ring to the ringside area.
On the top, through the air, and connects.
Really risked it all there.
Very fortunate to hit the mark in that one.
Roman taking on the offense, but I assure you, the big stage of a WrestleMania main event is not phasing him one bit.
Let's see if Punk can find an answer after taking that.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
He is looking to do some serious harm.
Ah, shin breaker.
Reigns drawing a big reaction from the crowd.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Roman has to wake up and get going in a hurry.
Seth just rubbing it in now.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived in the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it.
Oh, uncorked a big punch. And he retaliates. And the manager is searching under the ring. He could really be looking for something nefarious down there. Long way down.
Mongolian chop.
DDT. Kick to the midsection prevents the attack.
Double leg takedown and trying for a quick pin here.
Kick out before the count.
You've got to be kidding me. How was he able to kick out at this point?
Oh, man. Horrifying DDT.
Oh, and a neck breaker.
Reigns laying down the gun. Launching. All the way to the outside.
There was no sense in that. It was all adrenaline.
From the top.
And completely missed the mark.
And I think there was a moment of hesitation before the leap, and it made all the difference.
Disastrous turn of events could change the whole complexion of this match. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps, of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation.
And now Reigns is starting to look like a man who realizes he is a tribal chief with no followers to come to his aid. We are witnessing a malicious string of attacks right now. Armbringer in control.
Trying to get some space and manage.
Look out! Stop! Now Rollins needs to end this.
Uh-oh, with the counter.
Both superstars countering one move after another. Reigns is getting ready.
Oh my, down with authority.
Whoa, what an axe handle.
God, Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair.
Ow! Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks. Come on, this has gone way too far. Just stop this already.
This has been a hurricane of chaos.
Why stop the be out of his mind. He practically had the match won. Good reflexes from him there. CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi,
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. Slides under the ropes, back into the ring.
High knee right between the shoulders.
and his ribs may be smarting as it seems his torso is the target du jour.
Back with a crucial elbow.
And oh, he breaks them up. Oh, a merciless assault.
Beautiful. Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
CM Punk. Avoided any damage there.
And the counter from Rollins.
Tear on Punk must be turning his insides out at this point.
And Seth, this one's for the match. He breaks the pin. Roman Reigns setting up for his patented move.
Kick to the gut. And a big right hand.
Roman spear. That could end Rollins right now. Oh, into the pin attempt.
2. What a win for Roman Reigns. His pure power game was more than Punk or Seth could handle.
Here is your winner, Roman Reigns.
Each of these 3 men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk has claimed that for him this is just business. And taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do. To win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're 2 of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
I'm sure a betting man would tell you the shoulders down, this could be it.
And a shoulder in the air.
Starting to see the tolls of this match add up. Right about now, Roman Reigns, he's doing it.
Going for the pin. Oh, that'll break up the pin.
Just in time, too. Setting up neck breaker position. Laying weights to the back of the neck.
CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ACW when he won by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager. Wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone was profiting from their association with the wise man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,306
Coming down on the chair.
an extremely rough landing onto the chair. That pain's not going to go away anytime soon.
Oh, God. The focus squarely on Rollins there as the triple threat rules will continue to be a factor. And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, he pushed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years.
Oh no, hitting the bullseye with that chair.
Clubbing blow.
Had an answer for Reigns. CM Punk headed to the top rope.
And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no one in his corner. Gotta wonder if that is affecting him.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived at the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Lift off! Oh, the high risk does not pay off. Oh, stomping down hard.
Reversal! And that turns things around. Over neck breaker. Picture perfect. Again, Punk is headed out of the ring.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here. Whack! This is turning into Swanson Street.
Get this back into the ring now.
Diamond-plated steel coming at you. Rollins getting work done. So important to keep Seth from gaining any momentum.
He is looking to do some serious harm. Oh, what a response.
Bam! Well-placed calf kick.
And now taking the chance to go to the outside, get a little bit of distance.
Here we go. Inverted DDT. Lights out. Shoulders down. Going for the cover. And he stops the count. Oh, what a clubbing blow. And now Reigns is starting to look like a man who realizes he is a tribal chief with no followers to come to his aid. Side headlock applied. Oh, and a right hand for good measure.
Oh, it's just doing the worst to the leg there.
From the top. He's headed to the top now.
And right into the cover.
He got the pin right there. Oh, stop, stop, stop. Followed by a forearm smash.
Powered up into that electric chair. Scrambling to get out of danger and manages it.
Setting up for something here.
Snake eyes, that'll loosen some teeth.
Reigns really having his way right here.
Rollins being subjected to a beatdown. CM Punk now looking to finish the job here with a...
He's heading back to the ring.
Reigns is in deep peril here.
Oh, right under the chair.
Oh my word, that was a terrible way to land on that chair. Just the chilling sound of bone meeting steel. These two trade encounters, an absolute masterclass.
Taking off from the ropes.
It's out of the way of that one. And he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
Neck breaker. And Seth, this one's for the match. Shoulders up before two.
Somehow still in this fight. Not down and out yet.
Roman, spear, spear.
No coming back from Reigns after that.
Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way. Ooh, shot that chair right at him.
Just tossing that kendo stick with total disregard.
Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
Uh-oh.
Schoolboy glad to put this one away.
He breaks the ref's count after one.
Somehow able to kick out before a 2 count. How is he still going like this?
Got the cover. This might be the end. Big time height on that kick.
How much more can Reigns withstand?
Punk is proving hard to deal with.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority. Oh, what a headbutt.
Elbow drop. Man.
Oh.
And Roman fights back.
Oof. Rollins with a head of steam. Big air. Mongolian chop. Hooked up. And boom.
Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count. Taking this match to the outside.
Opting for the kendo stick. He's not worried about getting too fancy here.
Oh, didn't see that one coming. He quickly slides into the ring.
Seth turns that on. Roman Reigns now.
First up top. Caught in a submission. He's in total agony here.
Scrambling for any way to stop this, but the...
Looking to get out of this, and yes, able to slip out of the hold. Punk never saw that coming.
Back and forth, counter after counter.
Roman just adding salt to the wound right now.
He's looking to take things to the outside now. They are feeding off the WWE fans, now pinning the arm down, and stop right to the hand.
Rollins now, perhaps looking to land the big one. Pedigree! Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
Oh no, why are they clearing off our announce table?
Well, I've got a feeling we're about to find out very soon.
DDT!
The chaos of this match is practically in our laps. We better get ready to move.
Sent crashing into our desk.
There, we might want to think about moving out of here.
Dragging his opponent up onto the announce desk. Nothing good can happen now.
Series of counters here. Who will...
No.
Utter chaos, massive destruction, and our table is collateral damage. We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all
Rollins lining it up. Here it comes.
Stomp!
That could finish off Roman.
Now bringing the fight back into the ring. Got him where he wants him. Up and Falcon Arrow. Thinking of going high risk here.
To the sky. You gotta be kidding me. Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move.
Seth leaves again. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps, of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation.
Oh, that's a chop you don't want to be on the receiving end of. Rollins making perfectly clear who the visionary is in this match.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about. Step ahead there.
Smacked in the face with a kick.
Rollins known to be irritating. We're seeing no different now.
Connecting with the leg drop.
The wear and tear on Punk must be turning his insides out at this point.
Sliding back in under the ropes here.
Capped off with a big one.
Punk scaling the turnbuckles. Crucial moment.
Huge knee to the jaw.
Beautiful neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Driving a fist to the stomach changes things around.
Looks like he's coming back in.
Shoulder into the midsection and a pin going for the 3 count.
Holding on, reverses it. Shoulders down. Oh, just like that. He stops the referee's count.
Yeah, he was not willing to chance things at all.
Heading to ringside now.
Picture perfect drop kick.
Being carried around now.
Slammed down with authority.
Seth Rollins with a stop.
We've seen this win matches for Rollins. Cashing in on that effort.
2. Somehow he kicked out.
The head of the table almost went to the back of the line on that one. Roman better get it together.
And we know Rollins has a temper. You have to think he's starting to get in his own head a bit. Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect. I can see up to the rafters, and there's not a single person sitting down.
What an environment this is. All eyes are glued on this battle.
Leaning against the turnbuckle now.
Roman Reigns just battering his opponent in the corner.
Clothesline.
The cover for the win.
Quick count out after 1. Wow. Oh, look at the knee.
will not end well. Nasty. The hardest part of the ring.
Rollins looking to bait his opponent into a mistake.
Diamond-plated steel coming at you. Calf kick on the money.
Clobbered by the steps. That'll make you reassess some things. Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Roman keeps getting cut off at the pass. Pedigree! This, ladies and gentlemen, is a guaranteed classic. A match we will be speaking about for years to come.
He's headed up high.
From way up. Whoa, look out. No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
Reigns checking under the ring now.
Grabbing the good old kendo stick here.
Off the ropes already forming from that kendo shot. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Calf kick finds the mark. Concerns here. He's taking a real beating.
I guarantee he's going to spend the next couple of days lying down no matter what happens here.
Uh-oh.
Quick escape from danger there.
Oh, what a quick answer. And he's leaving the ring for the moment. Picture perfect.
Letting everyone know he's ready to swing that chair.
My God! Did you hear that chair shot?
Take off.
Planted into the steps.
That'll leave a diamond-plated mark anywhere on your body.
Struck in the face mid-attack.
And he tosses him back in now. Brought back into the ring from the floor now. Counter by CM Punk. Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk.
Braun just cut off the ring. It's just a matter of time now. The guillotine is locked in tight.
Absolutely trapped. Nowhere to go.
It's a very, very difficult submission to escape, but he did it.
Roman spear. That spells doom for Rollins.
Ending the 3 count.
Turns that in his favor.
And he's able to avoid that offense.
Flop over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Beautiful neck breaker.
Targets the gut to end the offense.
Connected hard with the calf kick.
Sliding back into the ring. Looking to explore things ringside now. He's making his way to ringside now. Scrambling up the top turnbuckle now. Oh, here you go.
Both arms hooked.
Seth could end it there.
Goes for the pin. He did not want things to end this way.
Ooh, walloped by a huge club.
Roman with his opponent up in the air.
And driven down with a flapjack. Effective counter.
Oh, man.
And here he is, heading back into the ring. Oh, that was a stiff shot with that kendo stick. Strong counter from Punk.
Who throws a kendo stick? Crazy.
DDT. Beautiful. Neck drag right with a float over. That was pretty.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the Anaconda Vice.
The pain's too great. That's it.
Here is your winner, Punk!
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the Showcase of the Immortals.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the WWE European Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
How many times have we heard Shawn Michaels say, "I won't lay down for anybody"? And how many times have we heard Bret say, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be? It is put up or shut up time for both men.
Michaels certainly not endearing himself to the fans here in Canada.
Well, HBK is arrogant, but he is the greatest athlete in the history of World Wrestling Entertainment, bar none.
I'd like to see you tell Bret Hart that. You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
And what an ovation for the 21-year veteran who debuted at the age of 19 in 1976 in Calgary.
Shawn Michaels would not allow D-Generation X to accompany him to the ring tonight, and likewise, Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know, this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in their hearts that they are the better man.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know it.
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling. Will Bret Hart remain champion? Will Shawn Michaels carry the gold once again? There is so much electricity.